Hey guys, welcome to VEDA Day Dose number 2, and this will be our second crochet tutorial. This isn't necessarily, I guess, going to be a tutorial. I mean, it is. You are going to learn how to do something, but it is going to be kind of more of a show you what kind of effects you can put into your stitches. I'm going to show you what's called a back loop, and I'm going to show you what's called a front loop. And I'm going to show you what kind of effects it gives. Say hi, Jasper. No, don't come up here. He wants to come up here while I'm filming. No, stay down there. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so what I've done so far is I just did a chain with a single crochet stitch all the way across. I did a chain one, and I'm going to flip my work so I can show you guys what we're looking at. Let me pull this out a little bit. Jasper, no. So you guys I can show you guys exactly what we're looking at here. So, when you get a pattern that says to do it in back loops or front loops only, and he's up here anyways. Jasper, no, baby. Lay down. When you get a pattern that says back loops and front loops only, this is what you're going to be looking at. If you look at this loop right here, just this piece right here, this is technically when you're working from this side. This is going to be your back loop. So this is your back loop. All of these bottom pieces down here are all of your back loops. Like I said, but you'll be working from this side. All of these pieces right here are all your front loops. Okay? So when somebody tells you to do a back loop only, let me tighten this up so you guys can see. Instead of going through our normal hole right here, or right here, or where our normal holes are, you're only going to go into this back stitch only. Hopefully that makes some sense. So if it's back loops, you're only going to go into this stitch right here. If it's front loops, you're only going to go into this stitch right here. And this is going to give you some different effects. So I've already done, like I said, I've already done a chain stitch plus some single crochets so I can show you what kind of effect it gives. So let's start with back loops and we'll go from there. So like I said before, these are your back loops and we're going to go through those first. Let's do half double crochet because those are what I'm good at. Actually, I'm good. Oh, okay, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but hi, Jasper. Okay, so we're going to yarn over. We're going to go into just our back loops. See if you can, if it'll focus. Just our back loop, and we're going to pull some yarn through. And we got 3 on there, and we're going to go all the way through. Okay? So, yarn over into just our back loop. Yarn over, pull through, and 3. Okay? Now, for the most part, this looks pretty much the same. As far as how it looks from this side. It looks pretty much the same. So let's continue going all the way around. Jasper, stop looking at my foot. Sorry, guys. One of the hazards of doing this on the couch instead of somewhere else. So yarn over into your back loop, yarn over, pull through. Now when you pull through, I just want to show you really fast. When you pull through, you only want to pull through that back loop. You don't want to pull through anything else. So you're going into your back loop, yarning over, pulling through, and you're only pulling through that back loop still. Hold on, I'm going to knock Jasper down. Don't think this is animal abuse, okay? Get down, baby. Get down. Thank you. Sorry, baby. The camera is focusing on you and not my work. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, go into our back loop, yarn over, pull it through the back loop only, and all the way through. Okay? So let me finish going all the way across here. The last one can be tricky, making sure you find the right loop. You just got to make sure you look. Okay, so for the most part, it does have, if you look, it does have a strand here that looks like it's standing out quite a bit, and that's the way it's going to look. Now when you flip it over, so if we chain one and flip over our work, this is what it looks like. It's going to give you this bump formation, okay? So this is flat and this is bumped. Okay, now when we do the next row, you're going to see really how it looks. So I'm going to chain one, And we're going to work in the back loops only again. So we're going to yarn over. We're going to go into our back loop only and pull it through. Okay, let me go all the way across here so you guys can see what I mean by the bump. Now this will give you, if you want to do, if you want to just make something a little bit different, there, you know, there's it just gives it a different texture instead of just having a flat beanie. And I'm going to insert a picture right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that's what that looks like. That it gives it that ribbed effect almost. And you can do it in a beanie, you can do it in a blanket, you can do it in a scarf, you can do it in pretty much whatever you want. It doesn't have to necessarily be a beanie. It's just going to give you this effect of like a ripple or you know, stuff like that. So, okay, so I've gotten all the way across. Now, this was your piece that looked like it was low here, and then high here, and then low here. Now, when you turn it and you flip it, you've got ridges. Let's see if I can show you this way. This way. So you guys can see the ridges. So it goes up here and down and up and down. So doing your back loops only is going to give you this ribbed effect. It's actually really, really neat on different projects. Okay? So, now, when it tells you to do front loops only, I've only come across a couple of patterns. A lot of the patterns for front loop only is for either edging or if you wanted to make like a doll or something like that. If you've seen my store, that's the front loop only was how I made the Mario mushroom. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that goes. I'm going to also do single crochet, half double crochets, Jasper, and there he goes. No, baby, you got to get down. Go on. Get down. He usually likes sleeping on the floor, and now all of a sudden he wants to be up here. Okay, so front loop. So we're going to do the same thing, except we're only going to work in the front loops. So this time we're going to go in, or not. We're going to go into our front loop, and you want to make sure, hopefully you guys can see this, you're not going through the back loop. So if you look, this is the back loop. We're not going through that. We're only going through the front loop. You're going to pull through and pull through. Okay? So we're only going through the front loop. Let's go all the way across. And we're just doing the half double crochet. Remember, you yarn over into the first loop, yarn over, pull it up. You have 3 on there, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Okay? And we're doing this all the way across in every single stitch. And this is our working in front loops only. Jasper, no. No, Jasper. We have a whole nother couch you can go lay on. Go lay on the other couch. Okay, so here's our front loops only. It really doesn't look that different, right? I mean, for the most part, it looks like we just did some basic stitching. And to some extent, you are correct. But let's do another row and we'll see what it does, because you're going to be surprised. Now that it's Jasper, go on. Now that it's turned, if you look, your loops are much, let's see, focus, your loops are much, they're facing down a lot more, and that's part of that stitch. So you have to be careful, because now if you look, this is your front, your bottoms, your front stitch when it says front loop only. This is your back loop. So front loop, back loop, and again, we only want to go through the front loop. So I've turned my work, and let's only go through this front loop. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that a little bit better now that it's tilted down a bit. Okay, so we're going to yarn over. We're only going to go through our, apparently we're not going to go through anything. We're only going through our front loop. Let's go all the way across. Ooh. Front loops and back loops take a little bit of getting used to. I will let you know that. I don't do a lot of front loops. Most of my stitches are all back loops. And it's either for the ribbed pattern or to give it just a little bit of emphasis. It's the only reason I use back loops. I haven't really come across a pattern where I need to use anything but back loops. So, And I'm rambling a little bit, but that's okay. Hopefully this isn't... I'm watching myself do this. I'm not actually watching the camera, so I can't tell if I'm doing this in focus. I'm sorry, guys, if this is really terrible. I'm just trying to find the best way to record so you guys can see it. I tried recording with it on the TV, or with it on the TV stand I've got here, but it just wasn't working out. So, alright. Ooh, get in there. The last stitch is always the hardest. Okay, so it's our front stitch. So these are our back ones. This is our front one. Let's go ahead and go back around. Now you see how it's like a little bit tighter? What this is doing, if you look at it from this way, is it's curving it. You see how it's curving it? So if you wanted to do, like I said, this is how I did my mushroom. I did, regular, it looked like a start of a beanie. And then I did all front loops only, and it gave me the outer edge of the mushroom. Let me see if actually I can show you. Let's put you down. Let's see. Ooh, there it is. Okay. So if you look, this part is just the regular beanie portion. Like if you were to start a beanie, which I will show you in an upcoming tutorial. And then what I did is I started to use front loops only from here to here. And that's how it gave me this coming out look. Now this is stuffed obviously, so it does come out a little bit farther than it normally would, but that's how you do, this is why you use a front loop. It gives you a circled pattern. Okay? Okay, so we have our back loops here. Come on, focus. Focus. Or not. It doesn't want to focus. Come on. And if any of you are wondering, yes, I'm filming this. I have the camera actually sitting in my bra. It's the only way I could get it to where you guys can see it. And this thing is not focusing at all. That's my laundry over there. In case you're wondering. That's a plate. Come on, focus. Okay, anyways, so this is not going to work. So yeah, so this is pretty much... the back loop and front loop stitch. If you see it in a pattern, it's going to say BL only or FL only. And that is how you do that. If you have any questions, please let me know. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow for VEDA Day 3. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.